How do I start a home-based baking business in Florida? In this video from Cottage Foods Laws, we are going to cover just that. I'm going to give you a rundown of what you need to get your bakery up and running in Florida, and you'd be quite surprised to know what you don't need. We're going to get to that right now. All right, so welcome back to Cottage Foods Laws, and in this video, we're going to cover that very question. If you're looking to create a home-based baking business, we've got some good news for you. You actually can, and believe it or not, you don't need a license or permit from your home in the state of Florida in order to get started. Now, you do have a set of rules that follow, of course, under the Cottage Foods Laws, and you need to make sure that you understand those as far as what you can and can't bake and make. But the majority of baked goods under the Cottage Food Laws in Florida actually are allowed. The only items that you cannot make would be potentially hazardous food products as they are classified. And most, if not all, baked goods pretty much fall in line with what you can make. But let me run down a couple of things that you need to know beforehand. So you don't have any type of inspections. Also, you're not going to get an inspection from the local city or county. Plus, local municipalities and cities and counties cannot restrict you as far as your ability to produce a baked good from your home. So if you love to do cupcakes, if you love to do custom cakes, you can do that, and you don't have any licensing or permit required. Now, with that being said, you want to keep in mind the maximum amount that you can sell. It actually was raised recently to $250,000. So each year annually, if you are into making cakes, guess what? You can make nearly $250,000 from your home. No questions asked as far as permits and licensing, okay? Now, if you do it from your home, you do need to double check with your homeowners association. Make sure they're aware that you are operating a business from there. Most of them obviously will be okay with that because the state and local municipalities cannot enforce any laws that would restrict you from making your baked goods from home. You do need to sell directly to your customer. So that means that you need to actually deliver them to your customer, or if you're looking to sell them through avenues like farmers markets or local festivals or fairs or local events, that's perfectly fine too. But you need to also remember that you need to transact directly to your customer. And also keep in mind, lastly and really quick, is that they are approved cottage food items. So the types of baked good items are things like cookies, brownies, cakes, cupcakes. You can do different pastries, but make sure they don't have any type of cheeses in them or meats. Those would be potentially hazardous that are time or temperature sensitive items. But all in all, you can start a home-based baking business from home with no license or permit needed. What's really great about this type of small business, by the way, is the fact that you have the bulk of what you already need pretty much in your home. And that's going to be an oven, maybe a few baking sheets. You need to just get your packaging and, of course, make sure it's labeled properly. But specifically in this video, we wanted to cover that great question of, do you need a license or a permit? And the answer is no. So check out these additional videos here for more resources for your cottage food business. If you have questions about starting a baking business from home and creating baked goods and selling them in Florida, let us know, and we'll get to it as soon as we can. We'll answer your questions. We'll see you on our next video.